I'm smoke free. Anyways, in part 1 we did speak about the EMA cross, and now we are gonna speak about buying dips on EMAs. And today we got a lot of bounces across the altcoin market because Ethereum BTC did bounce nicely on this zone of Diamante, and as a result many altcoins of course did show strength with it and bounced as well, which is nice of course. And let's see what we can find. Okay, so in last episode, as I told you guys, we did speak about the EMA cross and especially about the 2090, if you remember, and that is my personal preference, guys. Let's go look at some charts and I explain, because this is my style. I have nothing prepared as always. Maybe I should prepare content first before I start recording, but yeah, I will do that later. Okay, for now let's start like this. So the reason why I prefer the EMA 2090 cross is because it's more safe, guys. An uptrend doesn't mean that it will hold. Okay, you might have an uptrend that is only short term for some days, and then the coin continues the downtrend. So what you can also use is an EMA 20 and 55 cross. Okay, this is just a random coin that I did open here right now. It's ION, and you can also use the EMA 20 and 55 cross like here. Okay, and you will also get a little uptrend after that, but it doesn't mean that it will hold. Yeah, I see here even you got a EMA 20 and 90 cross, but it also didn't hold. Got rejected at EMA 200, went down, but then again you got a cross, and then it failed completely after finding support here first, and then it failed completely. And this is a perfect example of what might happen in the coming days. Okay, because currently the market looks like this. Many coins look like this right now. Okay, starting uptrends, but it can happen that the uptrend fails and the coins continue to go down. It is likely that could happen. So the alt season, guys, the word alt season doesn't mean that you will have many months of alt rallies. It can also mean that you will have 1 week of alt season or a weekend of alt season. Doesn't matter. You can say we have alt season next week. Okay, and then it can be over. Yeah. Anyways, I personally prefer the 2090 cross because it's more safe. You can also use the, yeah, as I told you, the EMA 21 and 55 crosses to get a bit of an uptrend, and trading the EMA cross is also something that is not the best thing in my opinion to trade. It is better to trade if a coin flips certain levels and buy dips on EMAs of coins that did enter the uptrend. Okay, all right, let me go here on Binance and look at the top gainers today. What do we have here? DNT. Let me go on the H4 time frame. All right, if you remember, I told you in my last video, I told you that the EMA 55 is my favorite EMA to buy dips. The yellow one here is the EMA 55, and what happened today is that after the altcoins came down yesterday, and I did warn you a day before yesterday that the altcoins might do a correction, and I was correct. They came down, but then they found support here, and this is DNT, the top gainer today on Binance. It found support on the EMA 55, And look here what happened. It bounced. This is why I like the EMA 55, guys. You will see many examples like this, okay? But the reason why this coin pumped here is not because of the EMA 55 only, guys. You will have a lot of things that come together, just like this high here, okay? This previous high before the recent high and then the correction. The price came down there and found support on that previous high. That's why the price did bounce on that EMA 55, which is there because of the mathematics behind it. In most cases, it is like this, guys. You will have things in TA that come together and match each other. If I, for example, open up a Fibonacci level from this last swing low here, Fibonacci retracement tool, then you will see that the price came down to the 0.618 level, okay, which is a famous Fibonacci level to buy dips, right? And also this high here, and then the EMA 55. And guys, the EMA 55, or let's say the EMA 50, is the EMA 200 on the H1. You see this EMA 200 on the H1? This is so because, let me switch this to the EMA 50, and yeah, let me close these ones. Look, what I'm trying to explain you is the following, guys. I have now opened up the EMA 200 only, right? The EMA 200 only. Let me draw a drawing here. This is the H1 time frame. And if I want to go on the H4 time frame, I have to multiply by 4, right? H1 multiplied 4 is H4. And we have the EMA 200 here, and you have to divide this by 4. If you go on a time frame which is 4 times higher, then you have to divide this EMA 200 by 4, and you will get the EMA 50, because 200 divided by 4 is 50. So let's open up the EMA 50 on the H4. As you see, it is this one. You got what I mean? You get what I mean? This is what I tried to explain in the last video at the end, but I was really tired. So the EMA 50 here on the H4 is the EMA 100 on the H2. Here, look at this. No, let me put on 100 here. Okay, no, this is the EMA 100. Let's go to the H2 time frame, and voila. So you have to know these things, guys, okay? Because you will see, wow, this is on the H1 time frame on the EMA 200 and on the EMA 50 on the H4 time frame. That is not coincidence. This is because of this, okay? So that you know it. The EMA 200 on the H1 is simply the EMA 50 on the H4 time frame. All right. Yeah, this is a good example why you can buy dips on the EMA 55, right? Let's look further. Remove all these drawings here. Let me put this back to the EMA 50 maybe. You don't have to use the exact numbers, guys, 55 or 89. You can also use 50 or 100. As I told you, I like to use these numbers because they are Fibonacci numbers. So it's up to you. There are traders who use different numbers. If they are successful with that, it's okay. It's absolutely no problem. You can find what looks good for you. You can compare charts. I mean, I can say that I'm one of the pioneers with this MA trading thing in crypto. If you follow me longer, maybe you know that in 2018, 2019, I did give a lot of altcoin calls, which I stopped now because of time issues and family commitments. I focus more on price action and Bitcoin, but I can say that I did teach many traders how to trade with MAs, and some of those traders became really good, better than me even. They brought MA trading to a next level, and there are really good people on Twitter who trade MAs on a really another level, like Pierre Crypto and Krillin Crypto, or Nika Gmaker. Those guys are absolute beasts. Pierre Crypto made the EMA 200 famous, I would say, and he's very successful with that one. And what I trying to explain you is, guys, you have to find your own edge. You might find something that I don't know, okay? Just because I teach you things here, it doesn't mean that you cannot get better than me or find something that I don't know. You can do that, okay? You just have to work on it. You have to have the passion, and yeah, that's it. So let's look at other top gainers here today. We have CVC here, and exactly the same, guys. It came down here to the EMA 200 on the H1, which is the EMA 50 on the H4. You see this? Probably a fib level too. Let's draw a Fibonacci retracement tool here. Yeah, 0.707. Nice retracement and a bounce. So far, a small bounce. It doesn't mean that it will go higher. It's just a bounce, guys. You have to follow the coin and see what it does next. You never know. You have to check different time frames, sometimes the daily and so on. What else we have here? I did trade a coin. I was trading this coin, AXS. It's a new coin on Binance. It was nice to trade. I did mention it when it got listed, and I on Twitter I said it's worth watching. Look what happened here, guys. It after this big rally, it came down to the EMA 89 or 90, EMA 90, and then bam, big move up. So here on the EMA 55, it did bounce a little bit, 13%, but then it came down here, which is also the previous high almost here. Maybe on the BTC chart it is the high there, and then a nice move up. Oh wow, look at this, almost 80% move, guys. Not bad in just some hours. Look at this, and maybe 5 or 6 hours you had almost doubled your money if you had bought this dip. Yeah, I could show you many examples here, guys. We could go